Hey guys, Sandan Rider here. This is going to be my chapter review to One Punch Man 81, Obstinacy. Now, if you've read this chapter, you know exactly why the chapter is called Obstinacy. And it's because Garou, I hope you've read the chapter, it's because Garou is the most stubborn mofo in this whole manga, apart from obviously Saitama. But you get to see Garou really go to the extent, well, really be pushed to the extent of his physical prowess and mental fortitude. You see him get pushed by these heroes to a point, to the brink, and then hopefully next chapter we get to see exactly what he's gonna do, because he's in a real pickle right now. So let's go and talk about exactly what happened in the chapter and what I liked about it. So in terms of what I liked how Garou used the hero directory. We knew he was going to do it, but he uses the hero directory to find out about his foes. He finds out about Death Gatling, Stinger, who has the spear called Takenoko, Smile Man, who uses a kendama thing, so it's like this hammer with a ball on top. He can shoot the ball out. I didn't really realize that until the second time. I was like, what the hell is that smiley face? His hammer didn't have a smiley face on each side, but it turns out it's on top and he can just shoot it out. We found out about Wildhorn, the guy with the piston on his arm. Chain and Toad, who's actually pretty damn cool. Glasses, who was a member of the Fubuki group. Gun, basically McCree. And Shooter, basically Hanzo. So yeah, we got to see all those guys, and we got to see their ranks and everything like that. And it's pretty cool. I liked how we got to see what Garou was seeing. Basically, he's just sizing up the heroes, and he's looking through a peephole he made, and he's like, all right, so I've got 4 in front, 2 around the back, and 2 on the one in each side. So he's like, all right, I gotta think about this and try and figure my way out of this. And also, as I mentioned before, we got to really see, because apart from those he hunts, Garou is quite a merciful and humane person to other humans. Like the fact that in this chapter as well, he says, "Don't shoot the shed." He's looking Death Gatling in the eye. He's got like 6, 7. How many heroes is it? 8 heroes or something? He's got 4, 2. Yeah, he's got 8 heroes around him. And this guy's like, don't shoot at the shed. Whatever I do, don't shoot the shed. And he obviously makes light of it, like, I need somewhere to sleep after I kick all your asses. But the reason why is because the kid who he jacked is in the shed. He doesn't want that kid to get killed. And he even tells the kid, look, lay low, lay on the ground. If Death Gatlin shoots, basically, you'll be covered, you'll be fine. So just don't stay up, just lie down on the ground. So I like that fact. I like that we got to see that Garou, even though he hunts heroes and he calls himself a monster, he's not going to kill the general people, the innocent civilians. He's just going for heroes specifically. And then the best part, the coolest part of the chapter, obviously, was today the hero hunter will surpass 100 victims. I was like, yo, that page looked really, really awesome. It was well drawn. His face is silhouetted out. It looked awesome. And in terms of this whole chapter in general, I thought it was good, but there was something off about it that I didn't quite enjoy. I don't know what it was, so I'm going to give it about a 7. But there was something weird about it. I think what it was we didn't get to see anybody else beside Garou. And in most One Punch Man chapters, we get to see a multitude of different characters who we all like. For instance, Saitama, what's his name? I was going to say Genji, the cyborg. Forgotten his name. This is how infrequently these chapters come out. You forget what the characters' names are. The Death Cyborg, forgotten his name. But y'all know who I'm talking about. Saitama student, and Sonic and all that. We haven't seen them in this chapter. We didn't get to see anybody else apart from Garou. And even though that was refreshing in a way, I also wanted to see what was going down with Saitama, King, and all those guys. Genos, that was it. Genos, yes. All right. So continuing about the chapter, I really enjoyed how the heroes had everything thought out. This is why Garou is in such a pickle. The heroes have sorted out basically long, mid-range, and short-range defenses and attack. They've got Gun and Shooter, who are their long range. Gun specializes at shooting at the joints, which actually occurs in this chapter. And Shooter has poisoned arrows, which drain the stamina of an individual or whoever he's after, usually monsters. And they're treating Garou as a monster. So he got hit in this chapter as well. He's got 2 arrows stuck in his butt. Well, in his shoulder. And so his stamina is being drained away currently. We've got the mid-range fighters, so we got Chain and Toad and Smile Man. Smile Man's meant to be able to pack a wallop, and he's also got that kendama thing. He can shoot out the ball and then try and strike Garou while he's dodging the ball. And Chain and Toad he's an actual beast. I mean, his rank doesn't suggest how beasty he is, but he's laying some hits on Garou, and he's doing quite well, especially with that. I'm not sure what the weapon's called. But it's a traditional Japanese weapon. You know, the sickle with the long chain. Then they got this weighted iron thing at the end. They can just throw at people, and they can either use that to like choke people, or they can use it to just break ribs and stuff like that. And he does. He hits Garou straight in the ribs at one point. And I was like, yo, damn, this guy's actually dope. And then we've got the short range fighters, Stinger and Wildhorn. Stinger having Takenoko, Wildhorn having the piston. And then we've got the support, who's Glasses from the Fubuki group, and he's actually putting in some work as well. You can see that he's improved his speed. It could also be because Garou was heavily weakened and he's starting to be drained as well, and he got shot in the leg also. But Glasses even lands a hit on Garou, and I was like, yo, this guy's alright. And then obviously we've got Death Gatling, who kind of fills all those roles. He's just stood at the back, training his sights on Garou, waiting. He's more of a long range thing, but he's also kind of orchestrating what everyone else is doing. And he if Garou comes too close as well and someone's life is in danger, he'll just take him out. So that it's a really well thought out plan these heroes have made. And their combination attacks were all super impressive and well thought out. Gun saves Wildhorn halfway through the chapter by shooting Garou in the knee, or in the side of the knee. Gun is then prior to that actually saved by Stinger right at the beginning. And like I said before, we have Chain and Toad, who's actually more powerful than his rank suggests, or maybe it's just because of the current situation he's in. He's outnumbering, they're outpowering at the moment Garou, because he's just so fatigued. And the same with Wildhorn and the rest. They all looked really impressive for their ranks. And the reason why we find out in this chapter why Death Gatling has no S-class heroes with him is to prove the worth of heroes outside of the S-class. He wants to prove that he knows that the S-class heroes get the job done and everything, but they also get they're heavily compensated by the Hero Association, and they're very, very popular because of all the things they do. So he also wants people to realize that outside of the S-class, there are excellent heroes there. So Death Gatling only called upon A-class or lower heroes. Now this was cool and everything. I was like, all right, that's fine. But this could bite him in the ass, because the whole point of S-class heroes they are powerhouses, and they are the best of heroes. They might not be the most adept mentally or emotionally, but they are the best heroes. They are the best at exterminating monsters. It's their thing. So the fact that Death Gatling kind of had this petty thing, like, they get all this attention, and everyone thinks that they're the only valuable heroes, whereas we're valuable too. It's cool that you want people to understand how valuable you are by taking out a monster which is capable of taking out S-class heroes, i.e. Garou. But this could bite you in the ass, and I think it will. Well, it's definitely going to bite the heroes in the ass when Garou defeats them. I assume he's going to defeat them. I just don't know how. So coming on to that, as I said before, it's a different chapter to usual, because this time Garou is being hunted, and you can't help but root for the guy. I mean, he's really fatigued. He's injured from his encounter with King and Saitama, and just in general, he's just been fighting non-stop. He said that this chapter, these guys were going to be his 100th victims, or that he was going to surpass 100 victims. This guy's been fighting a long time, and he's been fighting a whole multitude of people, and he's not really stopped to rest. So the main question is, and this is going to be a short review because there's not actually much to talk about, but how is he going to win or escape? I have like 4 different possibilities. Either the child that Garou is chilling with will intercede, and he'll be like, what the hell, why are you heroes taking out an innocent man? So either that will happen, or that coupled with this will happen, or either point can happen, is the next thing, which is the child will be taken hostage by Garou. So either the child will be like, oh my god, why are you doing this to Garou? He's a normal man, and then Garou will take him hostage, or the child will just be taken hostage. And then also Garou could level up mid-fight and just beast out or some shit, but I really doubt that'll happen. That would kind of feel like an ass pull, and this manga's really good in terms of not just randomly assigning a huge amount of power to someone, unless it's Saitama who just blows shit up. But that's Saitama. We know he's going to win in one punch. Or it could be a monster saves Garou. Who knows? The Monster Association were interested in him before, so it could very well be that they come back to him and be like, hey, we'll help you out. So who knows? I don't know. But yeah, I like this chapter. It's good. But yeah, I was, after all this time, having not seen the rest of the crew, I did really want to just see Saitama and them again, Genos. We'll see what they were up to. But yeah, this chapter was good. I give it a 7. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let me know what you guys thought of the chapter, and I will see you guys in my next review, which will be the One Piece review. I'm also releasing that in the next hour or two. So yep, I'll see you guys in a bit.